Hey, what's up, guys? Mike's here. My voice sounds so very different than any other visitor because I am still losing my voice today, and I can still continue doing what I want to do, but I got a little neck sore here, and it's not good, and I got a cough as well, so it's pretty bad for me. I'm gonna read chapter 15 of the way in the party. There's some kind of situation, and Cole's now been spinning around and around in circles. I don't know why am I saying this when voice like this, but please bear with me. I have to live with it because everything's not good for my voice, and especially it's cold. So we're gonna read chapter 15 right now, and once again, please bear with me. This one, my voice. Okay, listen to this. I am completely worn down as I make my way back to Nam. I have no idea what time it is, but I'm guessing dawn is not too many hours away. If anyone is coming, they will regret they ever missed with the hometown of the Phantom Ninja. My chops will not be enough to stop any major invading force, but it will making advancing quietly a real challenge. Strikes appear into the heat of whoever is coming, and possibly thin out their numbers a bit. Already before I go over the ridge and see Nam, I can tell something is horribly wrong. There is a bright green glow emanating from the town, and I know what it is. As I find my way through the unsettled crowd which has gathered outside the city hall, fear grows. Cole is in there, and the bright green glow which beam out of the windows is blinding. Pained cries can be heard from inside. I tell everyone to stand back as I pull my phantom samurai mask on. Its visor shields my eyes from the light. Only myself drawn and my father knows about me being the Phantom Ninja. But this is more important than keeping the secret identity. People are startled as I step up, kicked open the heavy doors, enter, and slam them behind me. Even with my visor down, the light is overwhelming. It takes me a few seconds to adjust and locate Cole. He's on the makeshift bed we made for him, tossing back and forth like getting shocked with high voltage. His screams of pain shred air and his scar convulses and strobes violently. It looks as if it is trying to force itself across his face. I grab him, call his name as loud as I can. I pinch his arm. I shake him vigorously. I slap him across the face. I run, get a pitcher of water, and watch my efforts be in vain. I cannot wake him up. I stand back in horror and watch. Cole's fighting his scar, and he is losing. I have no idea what will happen when he does, but I fear the worst. I run outside and scream at everyone to get back in their houses, get back to safety. I am relieved to see what they obey. I turn and walk back in. The least I can do is try. Wake up, Cole! Wake up! Wake up, Cole! The words are faint echo in my head. I cannot wake up. Trapped in my bone cage, I have tried everything. My arm hurts from pinching. I have tried to activate my earth punch, but my scar rift hurts too much. When I do it, and I back down. Below me, I see what must be several hundred skulking at her. They are not very organized, and it looks like kindergarten kids trying to perform some stage play. They don't quite understand. Still, the skulking strength is in their numbers, and Clouse seems to have them highly motivated. I wonder what promises he has been giving them, and whether it is something he will actually honor. I go over the parts of his plan. He goldenly revealed to me. Yes, several hundred people, the missing villagers, I presume, ready to march into Nam. When the heat power has built up in the buildings, the rift on my face, which is the doorway to the power realm, will rip open and allow deceased evil sorcerers and their acolytes back into the jar and take over the bodies of the villagers. Whew. And then something other bad stuff. What part Karloff and Skull can play is not clear to me just yet. There seems to be a little use for them except possibly herding the villagers into Nam to meet their end. I shrug it off. Whatever might happen is not important. What matters is that it doesn't happen. I need to find some way for my mind to escape this place. It's weird. I'm in a kind of dream, yet I am bound to the rules of my reality. That Eden magic is powerful stuff. I watch as Clouse walk in front of the bumbling, skulking army. I take some glee in witnessing his frustration. Their lines are crooked, and they keep getting fights among themselves and drop weapons. I keep going around on the Ferris wheel, and when I'm low, I can see Klaus's annoyance. Several times he raises his arm as if to give some grand speech, and several times he bends because some random act of foolishness in the skulking ranks diverts everyone's attention. Finally, he finds his moment. These great warriors of the underworld, the time has come, and soon your tournament will be at an end. In just a few hours, I will force open a gateway between the underworld and Ninjago, and you will make your victorious return and conquer Nam. Then I shall use my magic to return you all to your former glory. The Skulkin raised their weapons and cheered. Klaus is a master of manipulation. But there is something here which doesn't add up. He speaks as if he has healing powers. But from what I know, he is all about domination and control. Klaus told me that he would use the villagers as vessels for the spirits of his ancestors, like how Moro possessed Loy. Ghosts need to have something to hold on to remain in Ninjago. I was baiting because I didn't. Master Yang is being held there by the temple. As I watched the skulking cheer their king, I slowly realized what he is planning. He will indeed bring the skulking to Ninjago, but not to heal them. They will just be vessels for the Edo acolytes. No redemption, no mending, no glory. Just a piece of material for another long dead spirit to inhabit. Lloyd is the grandson of the first ninjutsu master. He was strong and though possessed, was still able to find more over control of his body. But these skulking those villagers, their souls would be imprisoned, lost, replaced, erased. Something terrible in their case. As I watched them cheer, Klaus's lies in their own tone. Sorry. As I watched them cheer Klaus's lies in their own doom, I feel sorry for even the Skulkin. I look at the moon. Its pale light makes my head hurt. My hands are big and clumsy, and it is hard to handle to note from the Skulkin. I don't know. I feel so off balance, like I'm not quite myself anymore. The others are to start the march when the sun comes up. It should take us a day's march to reach Nam, and we will attack by nightfall as soon as we arrive. The Skulkin right there will be enough Edo power built up for him to send an entire army of Skulkin to join the attack. My guards are shackling the prisoners together, getting them ready for the march. The more troublesome of them will remain in milk cages and be hauled by the furry horned Pavine. I don't know why we must bring the prisoners now. The Skulkin was not written any reason for that. If I think too hard about it, my head just hurts. But I'm the warden. It is my responsibility, and I'll follow my orders. We march at sunrise. Wake up! Cole is not responding to my calls. He convulses hard. I hold his body down. His scar glows brighter and brighter. Okay. Okay, now you see why there is a purpose that there is a march going on between the Skulk and the villagers, and they're planning to go attack. And Cole Scar has started to go hurt, and might be open up and might brighten up. And he starts to disappear. He will be faded out. And he forces him to wake up, and this is going to be the weirdest thing ever. And there is a phantom ninja right there. But I just don't know about the phantom ninja. I don't know They're talking about Man Ninja, but we'll see what happens on the next chapter. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time for whatever I want to do. Bye, bye.